SK Datta, was it then really fair of the courts to strike down the recruitment of each and every person from the 2016 batch?
Well, let me come to the whole issue point by point. I have gone through the decision of the Honorable Calcutta High Court in a substantial way, and I know what has been the observation of the Honorable High Court. First and foremost, the position been taken by the Chief Minister of Bengal saying that we will be going to the Supreme Court, that will not, it will not stand before the Honorable Supreme Court. Why? Because it is the Honorable Supreme Court, when the Bengal government and TMC have challenged the previous decision of the Calcutta High Court and gone to the Supreme Court, it is the Honorable Supreme Court which had initiated this special branch to look into the whole thing, the special division to look into the whole scam. And it is the Honorable Supreme Court who had nominated this to Honorable Justice to look into the whole thing. So it's something which is under the direction, under the observation of the Honorable Supreme Court. Therefore, this position and the stand of the Calcutta, of the Bengal government and of TMC will not hold in the Supreme Court. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, if they go, they have a right to appeal. They will exercise that right, but whether that right appeal will be acceptable to the Honorable Supreme Court or not, the logic and the past precedent states that if it is a special, court-monitored special division of the Honorable Supreme Court which looks into this serious issue, then the wider branch of the Supreme Court does not entertain any kind of counter appeal. So my suggestion to TMC and to the Bengal government is like, since you have questioned the independence of all the high courts, including the Calcutta High Court, tomorrow you will question the independence of the Honorable Supreme Court also, because your appeal will be rejected in every likelihood. Better go to the International Court of Justice and do an appeal there. That's one. The second thing is like in relation to this decision, 3 candidates have been given a kind of a clean sheet kind of a thing by the Honorable High Court. 2 of them have been said that they don't have to pay back the salary which they had earned from the government, but they have to resign from the job. And one victim, Shoma Das, who is suffering from cancer, her job has been retained by the Honorable Calcutta High Court. During the final decision of the Honorable Calcutta High Court, both the justices had categorically said that the whole scam is of such huge magnitude and of such huge order that it is very difficult to pinpoint out as to who are the ones who are innocent and who are the ones who have given money for getting the job. And because as per the eyes of the 2 Honorable Justice, it seems that most of them had paid money, had paid bribe of around 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs for getting the job. That's the reason the Honorable High Court was very stringent on its decision, asking them to repay back. Now the question is like these victims who had paid money for getting a job, I think it is the TMC which has to repay back the salary to the government, because they had taken money from all these people. So it is time that Trinamool Congress pays back with interest. I would have been very happy if the Calcutta High Court would have directed the ruling party to repay back the money on behalf of all the people who had paid for getting a job.